Time to talk about the real Minecraft questions that nobody wants to answer. Because nobody really cares. Well, I think it could be interesting, so listen to this. Does invisibility actually help you in various structures? Invisibility doesn't actually make you invisible in Minecraft, it just makes it harder for the mobs to see you. So if you get too close to them, they still will see you. Let's start with villages. So it doesn't matter, you can loot the chests for free, no one cares, so it doesn't matter whether you're invisible. But if you do something to make the Iron Golem mad, well, it sees you, so the invisibility does not matter. So don't use invisibility in villages, it's a waste. Next up, let's talk about shipwrecks. There are no hostile mobs, or any mobs whatsoever in shipwrecks, so invisibility does not matter. When you're raiding these little ocean ruins, there's always drown that spawn in there, and invisibility helps. They don't see you very well when you have the invisibility. It makes it easier to get away. The desert pyramid, when you go into one of these, it turns out the pressure plate still sees you even when you're invisible, and the TNT still blows you up. So yeah, don't try using invisibility on one of those. You need sneakier tactics. For pillager outposts, invisibility definitely helps. They don't see you very well when you're invisible. It makes it easier to get to the top without starting a fight. When you're trying to loot a witch hut, you could argue invisibility helps because the witch can't see you, but you can't loot a witch hut because there's nothing good to get there. So don't use invisibility to a witch hut. Don't go to the witch hut ever. When you're in an ancient city, the skull shriekers, they don't see you, they hear you. And the warden doesn't see you, the warden hears you and smells you. So invisibility does absolutely nothing in an ancient city. It can help in a nether fortress, a little bit, but often the pathways are narrow and there's so many mobs, you're forced to go really close to them, and then the blaze might see you, for example. In Bastions, invisibility works pretty well. You can open the chests, and they don't get mad because they don't see you. They just think the chest is magically opening itself. It is risky, of course, because when you have no armor on, if a piglin brute does happen to see you, 2 hits you're gone. In a Woodland Mansion, the invisibility does make you less visible. They're less likely to see you, but with all the narrow hallways, there's often mobs hiding right behind corners. Sometimes someone might see you, and then you better run. In an end city, the shulkers usually won't see you if you have invisibility, but there are some places where you have to go pretty close to them, and they might see you when you're that close. I was totally prepared to say invisibility is useless in an ocean monument, because you can't break blocks unless you drink milk, and if you drink the milk the invisibility goes away, and you can't get loot from the guardians without killing them, and there's no point in being invisible. But then I realized they don't see you when you're invisible even when you attack them. The thorn still does some damage, but even the elder guardians, they don't see you. You can just hit them for free when you're invisible. So yeah, invisibility is totally OP in an ocean monument.